right, guys, let's go. We're back again. I'm in the same hoodie as yesterday. It's kind of funny. Actually, I've been in this hoodie like all week, dude. This is my favorite hoodie. Okay, we are ready. Let's get locked in here. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing good. I'm gonna get out Discord and be prepared to start charting up pre-market analysis. This first hour, once again, is essentially just pre-market analysis. We're just gonna be looking at trades that we could take. Sorry, I'm out. I need to get some water. Hang on. Yo, what up, Hyper? Sorry, it's always when I start the stream or like start a video. Like a lot of time when I make a video, I'll like start it over a couple times because whenever I start to think about what I'm saying, then I start to say weird stuff and it doesn't make sense. So that's why I said that. But yeah, everyone probably experiences that. Like if you think too much about what you're trying to say, you always say weird things. So anyway, let's actually look at what we got going on here for the morning. So, like, if I just talk normally, then there's no issue. So, yeah, this is interesting. Let's just start out the higher time frame, go down. Actually, I just kind of want to look at lower time frame first. And if you guys don't know, I have I'm gonna start using this again, where I have basically this is a separate server. It's linked to the main server. You can go to it by clicking on this. Where is it? Journals. And this is where I'm doing just like all my analysis. I'm gonna, anytime I see like a model. Hey, what up, Snowman? Good morning. Anytime I see something I want to chart up, I'll probably put it in one of these little sections here. Keep in mind, these will definitely not be perfect. These will be wrong quite a bit, but you know what? I think it's better to have plan than, not plan. Okay, so let's just kind of like look at stuff, right? We don't need to do anything in specific, right? We got... The most obvious thing that stands out is we obviously have a 1 hour gap here. But you could also argue that, we've swept liquidity, we have a 1 hour gap here. So, but first I'm just going to mark out this 1 hour for value gap. Yeah, good morning, Snowman. I don't know if I already said that. I think I said that. Yeah, 1 hour gap. Very nice displacement above this high here, right? Clear breaker structure once again. So 1 hour gap, 1 hour breaker. To me, this seems pretty straightforward, right? Let's look at S&P. S&P. We do have bullish SMT with S&P. So that seems pretty significant. Bullish SMT here. So let's just keep looking around. Once again, I'm not going to be perfect, guys. And if you guys see anything, definitely let me know. But this time is just we're just looking around, seeing what we got going on. So 1 hour for value gap, 1 hour breaker. We do have SMT with this low. This is a pretty nice rejection block. Something else we could look at. Now then again, guys, I actually got wrecked last time because there can be SMT, but you can get like you can be right that the market's going to go higher, but then maybe we make a lower low and the SMT still holds, but you still lose the trade. So you got to be careful with these SMTs. So anyway, we do have a 1 hour gap here. Hey, what up, random guy? Sorry, I'm thinking too much about my analysis. Like, I think I just gotta, what's the word? I guess this is the first time I've done like actual analysis besides yesterday. Anyway, I'm not going to overthink it. Yeah. 1 hour for value gap, 1 hour breaker. But also, like I said, I could see us, having to manipulate these lows here. So, and as well, okay, I'm considering both sides here. Like, I do think higher time frame is bullish, but in the short term, could we come down and manipulate these lows? Yeah, probably. I actually like this 1 hour gap a lot. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Whoops. That's my bad. I actually like this 1 hour gap a lot. But also like higher time frames. What I'm saying is higher time frames bullish. So this is a 1 hour breaker, 1 hour for value gap, but could we manipulate these lows? Maybe. Yeah. Once again, we have SMT with this low. Here, I'm just gonna pull this. I'm gonna go back. So once again, 1 hour breaker, 1 hour for value gap. This is kind of like the main thing that stands out the most to me on the chart, right? And once again, this is a nice breaker because, oh, and you know what else? If I zoom out, we actually have a daily for value gap here. So this is okay. So I'm starting to get in the flow a little bit more, right? Daily for value gap, and this is a nice daily for value gap because once again we broke this high. This is the type of for value gap you would expect to hold when we're in expansion mode, right? So, okay, I'm starting to get in the flow. So, daily for value gap, once again, when we're expanding higher, once again, we're also, we broke structure above all-time highs. If I go to the monthly chart, we broke above all-time highs. So, monthly inverse for value gap, basically this is a higher time frame stop run, right? We're stop running the liquidity of these highs. Okay, I'm starting to get in the flow a little bit. Here we go. So, yeah. Same thing on weekly chart. We break this high. So this is a giant stop run, right? So when this happens, you kind of expect every single fair value gap to support price. So this daily fair value gap catches my eye. Dropping down to the 1 hour, right? Here we got that daily fair value gap. All right, yeah, starting to get in the flow here. Now things are starting to click a little bit more, right? Daily for value gap, 1 hour breaker and for value gap. So this is accumulation, clearly. All right. So, like I said, we could manipulate these lows, go deeper into the 1 hour, the 1 hour breaker. I want this to be a little darker than the accumulation. Yeah. Look at how nicely we push into that breaker. So I could put this in the daily 1 hour section. And also we have liquidity sweep here, right? Liquidity sweep. Okay. Once again, I don't take anything I say as fact. I'm just observing the market with you guys. And if you guys see anything, let me know. So, right, this kind of seems like accumulation right here. Accumulation, manipulation into this daily for VI gap. And you can see we got like another internal sweep here. That was a sniper entry. Yeah, we ended up getting S&T at that low. That was probably a turtle soup entry. I don't know how you would got it, but we did have S&T with that low, right? S&T with this low into the gap. So this was clear. This was the manipulation. Well, this entire thing was manipulation. Okay, so this order block should be very strong, right? Because this is the order block. This is where smart money entered, right? We know smart money entered here. So this order block will probably be very strong. Okay. I don't know, like, if I've never used this before, but I kind of want to start using the what's it called? So you know how like midnight is like the reference point for the day? Well, there's also a reference point for the week, and I think it's Monday at 18 o'clock. I think it's that. I wonder if we can. So I'm expecting this 1 hour change state delivery to be very strong. We might induce this low into the change state delivery. So And that would make sense because we would tap this Reaper for value gap here. Yeah. The Reaper, this will probably be turtle soup right here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I kind of like this. You guys see what I'm seeing? So, fair value gap. This fair value gap is in discount of this breaker. Right? So this is the Reaper for value gap. Kind of see that as the draw on liquidity. So like, I made a tweet about this yesterday, but like, the market is all just lower time frame accumulation, manipulation, distribution within higher time frame accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So see, I just tweeted this, right? Wait. The more you study trading, at the end of the day, it's just AMD made up of smaller AMDs. So yeah, I kind of want to just screenshot this. Yeah, I would say that if you were a swing trader, I think this Reaper for value gap and 1 hour change state delivery, I think this is gonna be like a sniper entry, like turtle soup type of entry. Standard deviations, bang, first standard deviation hit. So I'm gonna post this in the models section of my journal. So what kind of model would this be? This would be a daily. This would be a daily 1 hour model. Whoops, that's not the right. I need to delete some of these, dude. I don't use that one anymore. Okay, bang. Okay. 1 hour CISD. I don't know if anyone's watching this right now, but okay, I'm gonna, I'm gonna screenshot this, put it in the chat here. Not the chat, I'm gonna put it in the, what's it called? I'm gonna screenshot it and put it in one of my journals, so you can see I have like a quadrillion journals, and I just have, just for different stuff I observe. I see this as like a daily 1 hour model, right? So I'm gonna put this in daily 1 hour. So I'm just gonna say possible, and once again, I'm gonna get things wrong, right? Possible. Here, I'm not even gonna make that. Okay. Okay, so this would be July. What is this? July 25th? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I did it again. Yeah, well, it's because I'm about to put this image in here. I'm trying to date these and time them. July 25th, 6. Yo, bro, heard the world's gonna end in 6 minutes. What do you mean? What's happening in 6 minutes? Wait, what? The world's gonna end in 6 minutes? Wait, what? This is 8:53 Eastern. Oh, we gotta check news, dude. Okay, let's check news. So, let's go. What do you mean the world's gonna? Haney, wait, Haney just dropped a bomb. What do you mean? The world's gonna end in 6 minutes. We had yeah, this came out. We'll screenshot this. And once again, those models that I make, they're gonna be wrong all the time. But the idea is, I just, I want to just map stuff out. And even if I'm wrong, then I get better, so I don't care. So, news today. Bang. July 25th. We kind of already had it. I mean, we did already have it. Okay, I just posted it. So, back to the main screen. So, like I said, lower time frame, right? I could see us drawing down to the Reaper. So we kind of already know that this is here. So I'm going to get rid of this, right? We conceptually understand that higher time frame we're delivering from this daily gap. But now, right, on the lower time frame, whoops, shoot, what just happened? I switched to the S&P. Now on the lower time frame, we have, yeah, I'm sharing my right screen. Okay. Maybe lower time frame accumulation, manipulation, maybe distribution down to the change state delivery. You know what I'm saying? Because we already hit this first standard deviation, so now, we could expect a retracement into this 1 hour change state delivery, right? So, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we might draw down into that. Like, higher time frame is bullish, but I think we're going to possibly induce this low. Because also, think about it. If we induce this low, you know what? Maybe I should just take a trade where maybe we should just take a higher time frame trade, guys. Like, where, you know, this could end up being SMT and turtle soup, right? And then, you know, long here. That would be pretty high quality trade, I feel like. And once again, the daily for value gap is right here. But I don't necessarily want to take a higher time frame trade for no reason. Yeah, 1 hour gap. I wonder if there's anyone watching. Yeah, five people watching. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like most people are not up yet. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think these were equal highs here. We back test this 15-minute change state delivery. I think we're gonna distribute down to this low. I think that's where we're drawing, dude. This is kind of clicking to me. I think we're drawing. I think higher time frame bullish, but short term, we manipulated this high. And we got 15-minute change state delivery. Right? This is kind of like your 2022 for value gap. So, accumulation, manipulation. Once again, guys, anything I draw out could be wrong, and you guys feel free to call me out as much as you want. And, you know, mark out your own charts and do your own analysis. So, accumulation, manipulation of this high, 15-minute change state delivery. Dang, bro. And the change state delivery aligns with that fourth standard deviation. So I think on the lower time frame, right, we have, yeah, because we have SMT with YM here, right? I think on the lower time frame, I want to ask, what do you think about the 15-minute ORB? What 15-minute ORB? What's an ORB? Order block. Oh, 15-minute order block. What order? This? Oh, wait, tell me which order block. Like, send a screenshot in the trading floor. So on the lower time frame, alright, I could see this being accumulation. Wait, SMT. Yeah, we got SMT with YM here. Oh, maybe I just don't know what the strategy is then. Let's check Enigma real quick. Opening range breakout. Interesting. Man, I don't even know about that strategy. I got to get my knowledge up. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, this fair value gap formed in the fair value gap zone. And this breaker is kind of, I think we're going to draw down to this breaker. Interesting. Very interesting. I need to learn more about it. $15-minute opening range breakout. Yeah, genuinely, I need to learn more about it. Yeah, because also, oh, you know what? Oh, dude. It's the low of the dealing range, too. Oh my gosh. This is the low of the dealing range. So it would make total sense if we swept liquidity and then we went to the high of the dealing range. Wait, guys, do we full port longs at the Reaper? I'm kidding, but also you can imagine, I bet you this is gonna work, right? Turtle soup the low. That, and then I bet you that's gonna work. This is a Javier type of trade. Anyway, that's an interesting thought, right? So once again, 15-minute change day delivery. So we would want to have a 4-hour key level, right? So yeah, there's the 4-hour rejection block. You're gonna trade on YM? Nice, bro. So 4-hour rejection block here. That might be the key level. I might take this as the higher time frame trade, guys. I genuinely might just turtle soup that. The only thing is, guys, I can't swing trade on Apex, so I can't do that. This would be a good trade for options. You know, if you traded options, you could probably turtle soup this with, like, you know, a crazy option contract. Yeah. So, you know, it would be crazy if this is a new week opening gap too. I might actually lose it if there's a new week opening gap there. Nah. That would have been crazy. What about new day opening gap? No way. No shot. Bro, and the event horizon's right there too. Holy crap. Yeah, guys, I think this is the low. I think this is going to be the low. Like, 100% chance this is going to be the low. Like, full port. Just kidding. Don't do that. But, like, this right here. Oh, my gosh. And the event horizon, right? See? Oh, my gosh. And yeah, I know I trade differently than everyone else, but you know what? I don't care because I observe what makes sense according to my back testing, not anyone else's. No one else is clicking that buy or sell button for me, right? So if I think something makes sense, I'm going to trade using it. So that's cool though that you're gonna trade YM. I think, yeah. I don't even know. What are you liking about YM today? Yeah, I think, guys, I think this is gonna be a lower time frame sell model back down to this area, and I think this is gonna be turtle soup. So YM runs more smooth, less fake outs. That makes sense. So you know what? I'm just gonna draw it out like this. What is this? Oh wait, is this gonna be previous day's low? Oh my gosh, it's previous day's low too, guys. You guys, that's crazy. So previous day's low is also right here. So that is probably, because once again, in long-term bull markets, you want to buy below previous day's low, because typically that's going to be, you know, turtle soup. So another confluence for our idea here, right? Previous day's low is right here. That's actually a lot of, that's crazy. So once again, 4 hour, I could see this being a 4 hour, 15-minute model. We got I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Oh man, I wish the second standard deviation hit better, but I think it will. I think it will. We just haven't hit it yet. So previous day is low. So the fourth standard deviation is right at the change state delivery. So I think this is going to be a sell model down to previous day's low. I think we swept previous day's high. Yo, Medbach. Sorry, my chart's kind of messy right now. But higher time frame's bullish, but I could see us needing to induce previous day's low first. That's kind of my thoughts right now. Because on the lower time frame, we kind of have lower time frame accumulation, manipulation. So I could see us coming down here, but on the higher time frame, right, I have a way bigger model framed on the higher time frame, and I'll show that real quick. Here. So daily fair value gap. So I'm considering this possibility of us, so higher time frame, daily 1 hour model, right? You can see we've already respected the first standard deviation. So I can tell the market's probably using this. So accumulation, manipulation into that daily gap, and we've already hit the first standard deviation. I could see us inducing previous day's low because we got that 1 hour change of state delivery right here. So basically on a lower time frame, right now I'm thinking, okay, lower time frame, we could be accumulating, maybe manipulation, and then sweeping previous day's low. But I'm keeping an open mind, right? And I could easily be wrong, but that's just kind of my thoughts so far. So once again, right now, pre-market analysis, we're kind of just doing whatever, but market is going to open soon here. Should probably get to the actual charts. So yeah, we swept previous day's high here. Okay, I'm just going to put this model in, and then we're going to actually look at the lower time frame, right? So let's get rid of all this. Okay, I'm going to screenshot this as well. So possibly distribution down to this low here. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to probably go, I'm probably going to lean short bias going into the morning for this. So what would this be? This is a 4 hour, 15-minute model. So July 25th, 9:15 Eastern. So yeah, now I guess let's drop down a lower time frame, right? 1 hour. Right, we got this 1 hour gap. Oh, I forgot to say we swept previous day's high, but I mean that's kind of, I don't need to mark that out. It's kind of obvious. Okay, 1 hour gap. Okay, I think I'm considering taking this as a flow state where we've already hit OTE actually, I think. Yeah. So I think this could be a sniper entry to go short. Thanks, Hyper. Yeah, I'm definitely like this. This seems nice, but I don't know. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to make a rash decision here. I gotta be smart. But look at how we respect this 1 hour gap. So 1 hour for value gap. Yeah, I kind of want to enter, but I'm a little scared. But I think this would be a good trade. We've already tapped OTE. Once again, Jake trades the original. No one talks about that but me. So I don't know. I would hate to be wrong, but I think we just got to commit to it, right? Market's going to open in however many minutes. Okay, so wow. That's crazy perfect. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this idea. Let's go ahead and try it. So I'm going to enter a limit order right there. Stop above the high. And yeah, so this will be 4 contracts. So 4. Oh, I don't even have Tradevate open. Wow, that 4th standard deviation also lines up with the change state delivery. No way, really? That's crazy. Okay, I would hate to be wrong though, but I guess we're just gonna do it. Attempt unsuccessful? What do you mean attempt unsuccessful? Okay, that was weird. I was actually like kind of annoyed there. Okay. So 4. Okay, market open. Do we take this, guys? Do we take this? I think we take it. So this is going to be count 2, 10, 13, 40. And 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't want to be wrong. Maybe I'll enter if we induce the high. No, let's just enter. Let's just enter. Okay. 4. So 4 contracts. So 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. Let's go ahead and take it. Wait, does this not contain the current account? Okay, Jake's accounts.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm taking this. Stop loss at the high. Nice, dude, nice. And then yeah, I think we could induce this high. I definitely could see that. So I'm gonna do TP1 and break even here. TP2, TP3, TP4. Literally exactly like that. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put those limit orders, or those sell limits in. Or buy limits, I meant. So buy limit. Buy limit 23,321. $23,298. I'll just do 23,299 or 300. And then 23,280. Okay, here we go. Stop loss is set. Alright, I'm cool with this trade. I did a lot of pre-market analysis. Very content with whatever happens, to be honest. So, yeah. And once again, I am going to go break even at that low because I think this should be a stop run, right? If we hit that low, I think we're going to induce these highs. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with whatever happens. I think this was a fine trade. So yeah. And once again, I am going to go break even at that for standard deviation. So. Then I'm going to trail as we go down, right? TP2 trail, like in here. TP3 trail. Trading is all about risk management and just accepting risk. So once again, I don't care if I'm wrong. It's fine. Yeah, once again, like I said, possible inducement of that high, right? So yeah, I'm cool with whatever. But like I said, you can see how on the lower time frame chart, like we possibly induced this high here. All right, let's see what happens at market open. 3 minutes to market open. I'm cool with whatever, man. I'm cool with whatever. Trading, once again, trading is just accepting risk and taking trades. Market opens in a couple minutes, right? 2 minutes. So we'll see. Market open in 1 minute. So I'm prepared to go stop the break even when we hit that low. Because once again, market open, if we're going to go lower, market open should deliver us lower. So I'm going to go break even here once we hit this low. If we hit it. All right, we'll see. I need to do 8, 16, 24 because there will only be 24 left. Okay, we did not hit the low. Once again, trading is just accepting trades and taking risks. So I don't care what happens. If it turned around right now and just rammed my stop loss, I'd just be like, okay, well I took a trade that I liked. So So there might be a lesson here. Take profit, first take profit right there. Once again, trading is just taking trades and accepting risk. So we haven't even hit the low yet. So I haven't gone break even because we haven't hit the low. You're gonna take losses, guys. If it hits my stop loss, fine. I like the trade, whatever. I would hope that it hits my break even spot, but I can't trade scared. I gotta just take the trade as I planned it. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. We hit break even, didn't we, huh? Oh, we hit break. Oh, shoot. On the other chart, we hit break even. Dang, man. I don't know why. Oh, man. That's just weird, dude. I don't know what to say about that. I've never had that happen to me before. Because look, we hit break even on this chart. Whatever. I'm going to take it as is on this chart. So. So yeah, once again, trading is just accepting risk and taking trades you like. So dang, man, I can't believe that didn't hit break even for me. I can't be upset though because I'm trading it exactly how I am supposed to. Just it's on the other chart here. That's frustrating, man. But like I said, there's no way to avoid losses, so if it's a loss, it's fine. I'm considering moving break even to, you know, I'll just keep the trade as is. It's fine. Okay, if we get displacement, I'll probably go. Nah, I'm gonna take the trade exactly as is, dude. It's fine. Okay. Let's see if we hit it.
Order filled.
Okay, there we go. Oh, dude, finally. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I was way too stressed out there, bro. Oh, okay. Alright. We'll see what happens now. So, once again, trading it exactly according to plan. Here we go. Okay, so I'll be trailing 8. So 8. So I need to switch this to 8 once, or I mean 12. W so far. We'll see. Did second standard deviation hit? If so, I'm going to be annoyed. Okay, I think that's the 2022 for Viagap. Second standard deviation has not hit. So I think this 1 minute for Viagap should hold and we display slower because this should be the 2022 gap, right? Liquidity sweep break of structure for Viagap. Maybe also first presented for Viagap. Right? Like this would almost be like a good pyramid, but I'm not doing that. I'm done. I'm done for the day, probably. Just kind of depends. So once again, first present for Viagap right there. Well, I'm just glad it's at least a break even. So once again, trading is just all about taking trades and taking risk. It's just I can't control the outcome, so. So once again, I think this is first presented for Viagap. Could be wrong. So this might inverse and then, you know, and lead people to think we're gonna go higher, and then we don't. I don't know. That's just a thought. I'm very happy with this at least being a break even, so yeah. I mean, I have to imagine when this inverse is, you know, a lot of people are going to get in trying to go long take out these highs, and then there's just going to be a ton of stop losses below. Maybe it won't even inverse, but once again, trading's kind of like in higher time frame bullish right now. In the short term bearish. That's kind of how I'm thinking right now. Once again, this is liquidity sweep breaker structure.
Stop filled.
Oh, dang it, dude. Okay. Rip. Dang, man. I tried, man. I tried. But I think we'll dump here, actually. I kind of want to re-enter. I know, I can't do that, dude. Okay. That's it for me. Yeah, I mean, higher time frame is bullish, but in the short term, I kind of want to see us tap higher time frame CSD. Anyway, we might actually go higher off of this inversion. I like this inversion actually quite a bit. We got a 2-minute inversion. Oh, that was nice, dude. That's nice. Okay, if we close above, I'll go long. This is nice. I mean, I guess we already did close above, but like I see no reason why we won't go run these highs. So well, actually, is there a 3-minute? Once again, like, we could. Alright, we just got it. This could fail. I don't know. Oh, it's probably a good trade, though. Do I take it or not? Because it's kind of against my higher time frame. I'm not going to take it. I could see this failing. I don't know. I just could see this failing. It's just, I don't know. It's just instinct. I don't know. Maybe it works though. Man, I kind of want to go short again. This is where it's just getting to the point where I'm like, okay, that's not trading. That's just me being dumb. So, okay. Man, if that hit, that would have been nice. So I'll consider taking another trade if I, outline something and it makes sense. Oh, 5-minute walk. I'm going to go on a 5-minute walk. That's my rule. Forgot about that. So, okay, yeah, it looks like we are going to go run liquidity. I don't know. I don't really care right now. I'm just going to go on a 5-minute walk. Actually, this is kind of prime time. I'll do a 2-minute walk. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Looks like we are going to go run that liquidity. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that inversion looks like it's working out so far. I almost took it. Right? I almost took it. But it's a little precautious. That's okay in my opinion. So now we got change state delivery. Okay, stop. So I actually like this for longs. This is good displacement. I'm pretty sure that this is a higher time frame level. Okay. What is this? We need 1 hour gap or 1 hour rejection block. Okay, 1 hour rejection block. I don't want to take anything dumb though. See, this could fail. This could fail actually. You know what? Because remember our higher time frame. We have S&T. That would be pretty interesting if we did. We do have bearish S&T. Okay, I'm just gonna do nothing. Once again, still have this 1 hour gap. We also have this 15-minute gap. So we swept London lows. Okay, 15-minute for value gap. I might take this if we get a 1 minute change of state delivery. Especially if we have S&T, which we do. Okay, this is nice. We have S&T with this 15-minute gap. It's in premium. Okay, we might go to London highs. Yeah, it's looking like we're displacing higher. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I almost took this 5-minute change state delivery, but Yeah, this is very nice displacement. Oh, this is definitely algorithmic, right? We have SMT with this low. Oh, that's a nice SMT. Okay, I actually think if we get this change state of delivery, I'm gonna consider entering on the close. I do think now that this is the macro, I think we're gonna deliver higher, and then I'm gonna go like this. I guess it's not. I guess it's not good RR. Let's go, Haney. Nice, man. Nice. The RR is just terrible on this. Accumulation, manipulation. Oh, it'll be a 15-minute change state. That's huge. That's actually way better. Ooh, 4 hour. We have 4 hour rejection block. Okay, I like this. We can go break even at London highs. Okay. Very good displacement. Yeah, I wanted to take that, man, but I just knew the RR didn't make sense. That's okay. Maybe we could do this 15-minute change state delivery if we retest it. But we could also do our little technique with these 5-minute gaps here. Remember the 5-minute gap technique where you take a 5-minute gap that you think should hold when you're displacing and then find a lower time frame flow state off of it? I kind of like that, actually. Let's look for that, right? 5-minute. So 15-minute change state delivery, we're kind of expecting this to hold. Right, we're within the higher time frame AMD. So SMT, accumulation. Very obvious accumulation, right? So I think this fair value gap is likely to hold because, we broke structure. Well, did we? Yeah, we broke above this high. So I think this 5-minute fair value gap is likely to hold. Now, we haven't even we have not created a fair value gap yet. We might need to tap this lower one. Oh, this would be even cleaner of a change of state delivery if we got that. Because this is also like displacement leg. Measure this out. It would be tapping discount. Right, and we swept London lows. Nice, Haney. Dude, you're on fire. We got London highs and Asia highs. Done trading. Yeah, if I take another trade, I'll be done after this. Or I'll be done whatever happens after. Because I only take 2 trades max. And then we have, Asian highs. Man, I really thought we might just dump, but now we got this change day delivery displacing higher. I don't think that anymore. Sometimes you just gotta have conviction. Like, yeah, most people are probably long in here, but I like to fade everyone, and so I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with just having conviction in what you think, even if it's against what everyone else thinks, because then when you're right, you're gonna be like crazy right. Man, there's no 5-minute gap in there. There was a 5-minute breaker. Oh man, that's probably what's gonna hold, huh? What's funny to me, NQ running so good and ES isn't. When ES moved much stronger. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, this is gonna work. This inversion is gonna work. Gotta be thoughtful, though. I don't want to just do it. Ah, wow. Actually kind of failing. Once again, this is why I try and be very thoughtful. It's so hard, man. It's so hard to be thoughtful. We still have that S&T. It's still possible we get shorts if we held this S&T. If we hold this S&T. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be Turtle Soup of London. We have S&T with London High. Then again, though, so we had accumulation, manipulation. So see what I mean? Trading's really hard. Like you can know how to trade, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna be profitable. And it's so hard to help people understand that. Like it's just like, oh, there's 8 people watching. That's crazy. It's just like, because there's so many other factors that people don't even think about. Like emotion is just like, you might know how to take a good trade, but you might not have the patience to control yourself. For instance, I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, that's an inversion, and I'm like, no, hold up, that's not a good trade, hold up, right? And so your brain's constantly firing these signals. It's firing these signals. It's like, oh, 30-second inversion, oh. And basically, the hard part about trading is literally just doing nothing and holding your breath and not acting. That's the hard part. That is the hard part. So yeah, I like if we get let's see. I think if we get, you know what I might do is if we get move down to this breaker and for VI gap, I'll take this to London highs. That's probably what I'll do. Simple trade, not going for anything crazy RR. Well, it might not be good enough RR, to be honest. It's just terrible RR. It's not probably not even worth it. So now we swept out this high with SMT. This is a much better inversion, right? Because we have SMT inversing back down. So we'll probably go run this low. Yeah, SMT. This is actually a valid trade, guys. If you want to take this short, but I'm not gonna take it. But this is super valid because SMT, Likoi sweep, inversion. So yeah, valid. I just not for me, right? Yeah. So this will probably be a Jan entry. Maybe. But I'm not taking this. Yep, see. We could. I actually still think we could go lower off of that little tiny inversion, but yeah. There we go. Maybe. Still not taking it though. Once again, trading is all about controlling yourself. See, wasn't the highest probability in the world. And it was also still kind of accumulation, right? This breaker might be more likely to hold. Actually, that's probably what's happening, huh? I'm dumb. This chain state delivery is not going to get hit because this one is getting hit. See that? We're reacting off of this chain state delivery and volume imbalance, right? Keep in mind this volume imbalance, right? So now that I actually mention it, this is not probably not going to fail. We're probably not going to go to that one because this one is already producing a reaction. I wonder if there's anyone watching. Four. A lot less people now. I think a lot of people, like Haney and everyone, left. Man, yeah, the hardest part about trading really is self-control. I'm not gonna lie. That is why so many traders say, like, don't. Um, there's certain things that you should not do because you're not gonna have self-control in trading if you do those things. And it's like yeah, trading is such a game of self-control. So I wish I was more perfect sometimes, but it's not easy. And I don't like lower time frame trade unless it's those 5 minute gaps. Unless it's those 5 minute gaps where, 5 minute gaps where, we're obviously displacing towards draw liquidity. Actually, I love those lower. Those are the one lower time type of. That's the one type of lower time frame trade I really like is when you have those 5 minute gaps displacing towards obvious draw, and you take 30-second change of state deliveries off of them. If we measure this range, I bet you take range projection of this, right? Bang. First standard deviation of the range projection. So, but guys, use this when you're measuring out accumulation range. Measure out the accumulation, and the range projection will help you get an idea of, where the low will be, right? For the manipulation, right? Yeah, I think this will be turtle soup with SMT, but I could be wrong. Man, yeah. People you can be smart and you can be, you know, skilled enough to be a trader, right? But if you can't have the self-control to not just act and do one stupid decision, like, you can't make it in trading. It's so hard. That's honestly what I've struggled with for a long time. And I'm not saying that I've mastered it either. So once again, from this range projection to this range projection. Yeah, that range projection's at Asia's highs. We could go to Asia's highs. All right. Tapping London. There we go. London was hit. Bang. So this was very clean accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I was close to taking this 5-minute change state delivery, but the reason I didn't was because the RR is just not there for me. This would only be like a 1-to-1, but I knew this would probably hit London. Once we got this 5-minute change state delivery on the close, I knew we'd probably hit London. And actually, you could have, now that I look at it, 5-minute change state delivery, you could have entered on the retest of so instead of entering on the body retest, you enter on the wick retest. So 5-minute change state delivery. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of confusing it, but 5-minute change state delivery, right? So 5-minute CSD. And then, enter, since we have a breaker wick here, you could enter on the retest of the breaker before we tap the change state delivery. Or some people, maybe you can even consider this the change state delivery, right? I don't even know, but it's how the market moves. So if you have a wick like above the change state delivery, it's probably gonna hit that. So you might just consider that the change state delivery, but I'm gonna mark it out like this personally, because I kind of see bodies as change of state delivery. So from now on, anytime that I see like a, whatever it's called, something like this from now on, I'm going to mark it out like this. So I'm not going to mark out the change state delivery as, the the wick, but I will draw like white dotted line as like that could be an entry point instead. And then 1 hour key level, right? Let's see. Yeah, 1 hour rejection block. This is an obvious rejection block, right? Well, actually, maybe it'd be better to use this rejection block. Yeah. This is better to use. It's better to use this rejection block because, once again, S&P swept out the low. S&P held the low. Nasdaq didn't. Starting to get the hang of rejection blocks a little better. Well, actually, maybe. And we also tap consequent encroachment of this wick here. Bang. Rejection block CE. Oh, I haven't even looked at stat map today at all. Like, at all. Consequent encroachment. One hour rejection block. I need to clean up my whatever all this is. I don't even know. The thing is, I don't even know how to delete these. Okay, every time I see one that's not useful, I'm gonna delete it. So just one at a time, I'm gonna slowly start deleting the ones that aren't useful. Okay, we tapped London. So like I said, look at that, right? What did I say? Range projection was probably going to be a sensitive spot, and that was, right? See how we reacted there? So, London swept. 1 hour rejection block. Trading is, yeah, bro, trading is very hard because market Z can destroy a lot. Yeah. Once again, this was CE of the rejection block. So London swept. So yeah, I'm just gonna mark this out for the future because once again, I want to be able to, remember things that I notice. And one thing I noticed here is we get the change state of delivery, but I didn't like the close. But also the retest didn't get tapped. So this is still a valid entry point because this is a breaker, right? So I'm going to make note of this. Okay, we're actually starting to move lower now. So once again, I was saying, like, in general, I'm kind of wanting to fade everyone. I know people are probably long right now, but I think we got to go tap that Reaper for value gap. So what is this? I got to make a new folder for Friday. Okay. So Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we could reverse here now, possibly, because I was wanting to be bearish. And the only reason I would normally be bullish here, but I think we're gonna go tap that higher time frame change state of well, we don't necessarily have to. For wait, that's not what I want to call it. CISD CISD I don't even know what to call it, like CISD wick entry. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all this. This kind of hurt my eyes, dude. What? Why do I say dude so much? It's kind of annoying. I don't even know why I do that. So yeah, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Now you can't even see me. I wanted to turn this down. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's way better. Turn it up a little bit. So yeah, we tapped this 1 hour gap. Okay, 1 minute change to deliver. Ooh. Now this actually looks decent. Okay, wait. Hold on. Is there a 15-minute for buy gap? There is, right? We tapped this 15-minute for buy gap and breaker. I'm not gonna necessarily do anything yet. I'm not gonna necessarily do anything yet. $15-minute for buy gap. So we might end up going and tapping OTE. So watch and see if this is a sensitive spot here. This is my first time actually observing OTE in lifetime. I'm curious if this will hold. Not OTE, but Jake trades at OTE, my own version of OTE that I've observed. This isn't the actual regular OTE. This is just my own observed version, because every time we have a manipulation leg, we usually go to OTE of it. Or not every time we usually go to OTE, but every time when we tap OTE of the manipulation leg, it's a good support level. It should be named its own PD array, like, because I know like OTE is just the name for anything that's like 0.67, right? But this is something different, man. This is like, it's a whole nother beast. This is like yeah, this needs its own name. It's different than OTE. Because it's not really OTE. It's like OTE specifically of the manipulation leg in the flow state model, right? London swept. Okay, I'm starting to think we could get something here. 15-minute for buy gap. London swept. So we got accumulation below. Valid, bro. Valid. I'm glad you got refunded. I'm very glad. What? Oh, I just turned it off. Whoops. So yeah, this change state delivery is holding. Kind of like I thought it would. Oh, this is still too dark. So I like this range here, right? Nice liquidity pool right here. So I'm not taking this as a trade, but I'm just observing it, right? I'm not going to take this, but I'm just taking an observation. Will this flow state OTE work, right? Will this flow state OTE work where we induce the high and then run to the liquidity pool? Watch this. See, let's see if this works or not, if we induce this high. It's kind of hot in here. Okay. Okay, I just want to observe. I'm not going to take this. But I want to observe, do we react off of OTE of this? So let's see. What did I just do? I accidentally made the box checkered. I meant to do it with this. Okay, this is still too bright. Okay, I'm curious if this flow state OTE works or not. I'm not taking it though. And then this is the 1.5 standard deviation. What is a flow state? So I'll give you an example, right? So what's an example of one that happened recently? Okay, so you take a higher time frame level that you think is going to hold. So for instance, 15-minute gap, right? And then you have to go to the aligned time frame. So higher time frame key level, and then if you go to the Discord, there's a little thing here. It's going to tell you the aligned time frames. So key types, key levels for value gap, order block, breaker, rejection block. I like almost never use order blocks. Yeah, here. So you can see these type of key level, and then the change state of delivery you want to see, right? So we would want, if for 15-minute for value gap, you want to see a 1-minute change state of delivery get hit. So you can see that. We get that right here. So 1-minute change state of delivery, and then you enter at the change state of delivery, and you just target standard deviations. So this one I think only went to the first standard deviation. My computer's being slow. That was a bad explanation of it, but I made the video on it. Go watch how to trade market maker models. Watch that video. How to trade market maker models. I explain it. Okay. All right. Let's see if OT holds or not. Okay, I'm curious if this is inducement. I'm very curious. I'm very curious if this is inducement. If this is inducement, that'd be insane. It might be, dude. It might be. Let's see. Was I right? Yo. So far, once again, I'm not taking this, but man, that's crazy. So far, we're getting moved lower off of it. I mean, that's just a tiny wick, but still, right? The precision's insane. Like, look at that, right? Look at how perfectly we filled OTE. So it might fail, guys. It might fail, but this will be very sensitive, right? So if the market does want to go lower, the OTE of the flow state model will hold really well. Yeah, there you go. What did I say? Bang. So this is already 2-1. Let's see if this hits 5.8-1. That's crazy. Once again, I didn't want to take that, but that was the first time I was actually observing flow state OTE, because I've only observed it like once. Actually, I've never observed. This is the first time I've observed flow state OTE, because I made it. Well, I didn't make it up, but it's just from back testing a ton. Like, you just kind of you back test so much that you just observe crazy stuff. So now we're retesting that change state delivery. Hello, why did that not? Actually, this. Okay, wait. This is actually a real trade. Hey, wait. Once again, remember? I was saying 1 minute change day delivery. Okay, I'm gonna take this. If we actually got the 1 minute change day delivery. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. 11. I'll put stop above. I'll do, I guess, 10. So 10 times what? 10 times what? 10 times what? 10 times what? What's 10 times? 10 times 4, right? No, 10 times 8. 80. Okay.
Order filled.
Stop loss. Right here. Oh, holy! No! What?
Order filled. Stop. Order rejected.
That's why you gotta have your stop loss as fast as possible. My gosh. Don't mess around when you're waiting to put your stop loss in. Otherwise that will happen to you. I'm very glad that I have my what's it called? I'm very glad that I have my accounts that have a buffer in them. Like, meaning, like, the stop. Man, I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, once again, I like this trade. Trading, you're going to take losses. It is what it is. Dude, I was like, I didn't even have my stop loss placed yet. Luckily, my accounts, dude. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I have a trailing stop on, not trailing stop. Holy moly, dude. Like, obviously, I'm upset about that. I'm very upset, but like, but one, I think that was a good trade. Two, I learned a lesson, right? I should have had the stop loss placed right away because clearly, because I didn't, that was really bad. That was really bad. But what I was trying to say is because why won't this switch, dude? Why can't I switch the screen? Oh man, how do I switch the screen to the other one? Okay, so luckily, this is why I don't want to change my rules for only one loss per day because I have it set up in my accounts where I have it set up in my accounts where I don't even know what it's called. I have it set up so if it'll let me go back to the other screen. Where? I don't think it's gonna show me. You get the point. There's a oh, it's called it's called like a liquid. So like if my account's hit negative 200 at any point in the day, then it liquidates the accounts. So luckily I had that in place, and I'm never gonna get rid of that because it protects me. But dang man, kind of disappointed about that. But you know what? I think it was a good trade. I'll review it. Yeah, so I'll just show you it. If I can find it. So now we're probably going to go let down and run these lows. I was a little too early. And I learned a very valuable lesson. Even if the stop loss is not exact, I got to set the stop loss in like right away because I was trying to check where to put it. And I got wrecked. So yeah, it's like risk management settings or something. Tanja was in the same short? Really? That's funny. Well, this is what I mean when I say trading is just all probabilities. You're gonna lose, so. I literally cannot find the. There it is. Hello. Okay, so basically, you can see all these accounts here. Basically, you go into the risk settings, and then you go into the risk settings, and you set the daily loss limit, and that's going to automatically stop you out. Yeah, I think, I'll journal it. I think it was okay, but I think we can learn from it. So, anyway, tough, man. I thought for sure we were going to go run those lows. Anyway, I'm going to close out my accounts so I don't trade anymore. I'm done. And yeah, we move on. It obviously sucks. Like, obviously, not super happy about that. But that's why I'm only trading some of my accounts. That's why I have risk management on my accounts. Because I know trading's probabilities, and so I messed up, but we live to trade another day now, and we don't care. So anyway, one day at a time. So yeah, that was actually kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take this. I don't care. Like, I know this is probably gonna work, but I'm not. You know, I'm not taking any more trades. Yeah. We're clearly in high resistant conditions right now. So, this is the thing ICT was talking about in. Oh, you can't even see my screen. So, this is the thing ICT was talking about, where when you have high resistant liquidity conditions, where every single time you're going lower, you're getting rejected. These trades that normally would work aren't gonna work. So, just be very careful of that, and yeah. Obviously, I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. I'm gonna close out my accounts. was that dude, I don't think that was. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, the more I look at this, I genuinely think that was just not that great of a trade. Because yeah, we had obvious displacement, but we had high resistant liquidity conditions, right? Every single time we could try to go run, we fail. So. Yeah, Hyper, did you take that? I'm sorry. You know, we're just trying, and we'll show up again another day. And, you know, you only lose when you stop showing up. So, clearly we're in high resistant conditions, right? Failing to go take these lows every time. So, definitely can learn from this loss, and I'm going to journal it. But yeah, I'm going to close out of my accounts because I'm not taking any more trades. I'm done. I think I managed today very well. I think today easily could have been, if everything happened the way I wanted it to, today easily could have smacked all take profits on that first trade, right? I really do think that. Very possibly could have hit all take profits. So, yeah. No, I don't have any regrets about any of the trades I took. I think, second one, I would not take the second one again, personally. I don't regret it, but I will not take it again because, just because I don't think it's obvious enough that we're going to go run those low resistance lows when every single time, as of late recently, we've been failing, right? Every single time we tried to go, we've been failing. So if we're going to go run these low resistant lows, I want to see something obvious, like some very obvious sweep and then displacement. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to close out of my accounts here. Dang, man. You think it was a good trade? Yeah, it was decent. I always try and learn from my losses, though. I never, yeah. I always try and learn from my losses. Anyway, I'm going to close that trade of it out. And yeah, I think it was good and decent too. It was definitely decent. I don't know if it was perfect, right? No, I think, to be honest, bro, I'm just going to say how I think, what I think. I think when you're wrong for a reason. And, yeah, obviously, that was a decent trade, but that doesn't mean it was the best trade in the world. And there was probably some reason it failed. And in my opinion, the traders that are going to be the best are going to go find those reasons that it failed. That's just my opinion. So yeah, yeah, sweep. Yeah, I was taking this based off the change of state of delivery, right? Because I wasn't taking the initial change of state of delivery, but I was taking it later on, right? Where after we swept and got displacement, I was gonna take later on, and yeah, so I entered there, instant stop out. That's okay. No, yeah, from the way I took it, I don't regret it at all, right? I don't regret the trade I took it all from the way I took it because I took it as a 15-minute gap, 1 minute change state delivery, sweep of London's highs. So from that point of view, I don't think I did anything wrong. Yep. Okay. Like, obviously I'm annoyed, but it is what it is. I'm probably gonna get some more evals and try and pass them. So I'll probably copy trade 2 evals in the background. That's probably what I'll do. Because this is a huge sale. Alright. Yeah, there's the 90% off sale. So you can get 50K evals for the first month for $16. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get those, and then yeah, I'm just gonna try and either pass them or not in a month, and then I'll probably just cancel them. So I only have to pay the $16 once for each of them. So yeah, I'll probably do that with a few of them. And then I think it's yeah, $16, pretty good deal. But yeah, yeah, you can pass in one trade with Apex. Um, yeah, like you can literally trade news with an eval. Like I passed my first eval. The first time I passed an eval was literally because I did the new strategy that Dodgy talked about, where you basically you wait for a high impact news event, and then you put like limit orders and stuff, and you just hope one of them hits, and that actually got me my first funded. That was actually so sick. So yeah, definitely worth it because I guys, it's all legit. Like I've gotten real payouts from Apex. I can't pull it up, I guess, because I already closed it out. But I've gotten real payouts from Apex, and gotten $3,600. It's if you can get through those evals to the funded stage, and then you can get payouts on the fundeds, big opportunity there. But yeah, so it is a 50K account for $16 if you can pass it. I honestly now, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe I should even risk less on my fundeds, right? Like, $200 per trade is probably fine. It just feels that it's not fine because I'm so far in drawdown on them, right? Yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna keep watching the market here until 11:10. So I'm gonna stop watching it right here. The thing I'm most frustrated about is I learned a lesson, right? I gotta set my stop loss right away, but because if I don't set my stop loss right away, then I'm gonna get wrecked. That can happen, and that's not good. So. Oh wow, there's 7 of you guys watching now. That's crazy. It's a lot more. So yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting until we get to 11:10. Took a couple of good trades. One of them was a win, one of them was a loss, and yeah, I'm just getting better, guys. Just getting better. But I'm gonna start copy trading 2 evals in the background instead of 1 now because there's a huge sale on Apex. $16 each for 50K. So that's, obviously you have to pay $140 if you pass it, because then you have to get funded. But it's $16 for the first month, and then $33 per month every month after that. You still keep the account, right? So ideally, I turn up the risk. I turn up the risk to $800 per trade, and then I try and basically pass that eval within that month. So that's basically what I'm doing. So I only have to pay $16 and not $33. I will buy 2 and do opposite trading. I mean, yeah, that's pretty smart. I don't see why that wouldn't work, right? Okay, here's the issue with that hyper. So the reason that it's harder than it sounds is because there's trailing drawdown on the eval. So that's why I got one of my evals wrecked recently, is because of the trailing drawdown, right? So I was basically up to passing it, and then trailing drawdown got me. So keep that in mind. So if you're risking 1,500 on the eval for 1R, that might hit, but then you still have to get another 1,500, and then if you get drawdown, it just gets messy real fast. It's really hard. You probably don't want to risk 1,500 per trade, because then if you win one, it's actually worse if you win one. Does that make sense? Because then you have to get, then you have, basically you still have the tight, your trailing stop loss is going to move up. So if you win one at 1,500, now the count gets blown at 4,900 instead of 4,750. So you got to be careful. But yeah, in general, that could be nice. So yeah, I will be on the charts until 11:10. We got 3 more minutes. Once again, just trying to improve, trying to get better, and just keep showing up. We got I liked that 15-minute gap. Yeah, do 1,500 risk and target 2R. That's the move. And just try and pass it in one trade. Actually, you don't even need 1,500 risk. because you don't need a stop loss because the account's just gonna blow when it blows. Yeah, so it sounds simple, you just set them going opposite directions, but in reality, trailing drawdown, it wrecks you. So even when you're in the trade, right? So let's say, it's going up, and you're in a trade and it's going up, and then it hits your trailing drawdown. While you're in the trade, you still get wrecked, right? We have SMT. This actually could work. Because once again, right, we keep holding this. So yeah, the only way you lose in trading is if you stop showing up. Okay, so yeah, this is really nice. This is really nice. The only thing is it's kind of consolidating, so I don't like that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. That's the reason enough for it to be not a good trade. It's not a good trade at all, probably. But, maybe it works, dude. I don't know. Actually, this is kind of a fair value gap, huh? It's probably gonna hold then. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired, so it's kind of like, yeah. See, this is a 2022 gap. This 2022 gap's probably gonna work actually, because, right? Because, see, I want to take this on my accounts, but it's too late. But because break of this low here, sweep of London highs, right? So sweep of London highs, break of this low for value gap. Okay, let's see if this ends up playing out. And break even here. Alright, break even just got hit. So I'd be at break even now. And I'd go all off at this liquidity pool. This is why I want to be on the chart even when I'm not trading, because it still gets you screen time, which is valuable. So I would be break even, and I just got stopped at break even. So we'll see if this ends up, going lower or not. The reason I went break even here is because just high resistant liquidity. Like, it just, if it was gonna fail your swing, it was probably gonna do it right there. I was just kind of lucky that it happened to be at that exact spot, but I mean that may be unlucky because maybe this ends up going and running those lows. Yeah, honestly, I bet you it still works. Maybe this is one you just don't go break even on. Or if you do, then you might need to, yeah, I don't know. The break even's a personal decision, to be honest. Let's see, 6 more minutes. Dude, I'm ready to get off the charts. I think this should fail, to be honest. It just seems like a consolidation. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna stop talking right now. I do know what I'm saying. I don't know what's gonna happen with this trade. I'm just observing. That's what I meant to say. So we're just observers, observing what is gonna happen here. To be honest, it's just a consolidation, and so very possibly we end up. So that's why I would have went break even here, because if we weren't gonna run, then we weren't gonna go. So now I'm wondering, because we actually did get S&T here. Now I'm wondering, okay, maybe we get S&T and then we inverse this gap here. That would actually be kind of nice because we're already in a higher time frame model. So let's go ahead and try this on demo if we get it. It is a 2-minute gap, so 2-minute needs to inverse. What about 3-minute? Okay, we're just looking at the 2-minute. Is the 2-minute gonna close? And then this one is one where I go break even here. And then how many so I do 7. So I'd go probably 4 and then 3 runners. I think we're just not doing anything, to be honest. Depends if we inverse this gap or if we hold it. So the same 2022 gap is holding. Alright, 2 minutes left. Oh wow, this is basically the same spot. Yeah, I would not personally. I think this is a lower probability trade because, we've been consolidating clearly. So, yeah. Okay, 1 minute left. I'm just gonna get rid of all the drawings, and yeah, should be done for the day now. Yeah, 1 minute left. All right, lot to review today for the market recap. Definitely can learn from that loss. And yeah. Once again, that was a 15-minute gap. The trade that I took that was a loss was a 15-minute gap. And then I didn't enter right on the change of state delivery. I waited. So we retested once. And then I observed that we hit OT. I observed we hit OT here. And so then I saw this displacement. And then I entered off of this displacement here when we retest the change of state delivery. And yeah. This is one I'll journal. I think this is mostly failing because it's just a consolidation. And yeah, you got to be very careful if you're trading in consolidation. Okay, 11:10 Eastern. I will see you guys later. Until next time.